Hello Bring the Girls, bienvenue à votre communauté de femmes fortes qui s'entraident pour un meilleur quotidien par le partage d'expériences. Nous allons parler d'objectifs durant cette vidéo car le mois passé, nous avons compris l'essence même de savoir fixer ses objectifs en tant que femme pour éviter de rester stagnante, pour éviter le sentiment de n'avoir pas réussi, le sentiment de n'avoir pas pu évoluer. Alors, nous allons partager avec vous une astuce, un outil qui est actuellement appris dans les écoles de business, que j'ai appris moi-même, qui s'appelle le SMART Objective. En anglais, cela signifie Specific, Measurable, Attainable, Realistic and Timely. En français, cela sera la même chose, mais S pour spécifique. Il faut définir son objectif de manière spécifique. Nous allons prendre le cas de Bring the Girls. Si nous avons décidé d'accroître le nombre de nos queens sur cette plateforme pour passer des 1500 abonnés actuels à 3000 abonnés d'ici décembre, nous devons pouvoir définir par mois combien de personnes nous aurons aimé pouvoir engendrer, créer, apporter à notre plateforme. Cela est très important. R, réalistique. M, mesurable plutôt. L'objectif doit être mesurable dans le sens où il faut pouvoir le quantifier. Cela veut dire que, par exemple, nous allons nous dire, chaque semaine, nous devons pouvoir avoir au moins 10 personnes que nous allons contacter dans le but d'engendrer du flow sur notre plateforme, des abonnés, des queens sur notre plateforme. Attainable, en français atteignable. L'objectif doit être atteignable dans le sens où il faut pouvoir garder en tête nos ressources financières et notre ressource première qui est le temps. Combien de temps pouvons-nous allouer à la tâche que nous nous donnons d'avoir? Nous ne pouvons pas, par exemple, nous lever aujourd'hui et nous dire « Ok, dans la durée de 24 heures, avec les tâches que nous avons à faire personnellement, pouvoir allouer 30 vidéos par semaine. » Non. Il faut pouvoir réussir à avoir un objectif qui soit également quelque chose qui puisse être réaliste, qui est le R. Ne pas confondre réaliste à atteignable. Beaucoup de personnes ont tendance, surtout en français, à penser que c'est la même chose. Un objectif réaliste peut être atteignable pour une autre personne et non pour nous. Par exemple, pour Bring the Girls, c'est atteignable d'avoir 3000 abonnés d'ici 2023. Mais est-ce réaliste? Avoir un objectif réaliste nous permet de savoir à quel moment s'arrêter, à quel moment garder les pieds sur terre, à quel moment cet objectif qui est atteignable est limité dans notre cas vis-à-vis des ressources que nous avons. Le dernier point, T, temporel, nous permet de savoir sur la durée comment atteindre cet objectif. Nous donnons 1 an pour doubler le nombre de queens sur notre plateforme. Sans le temps, sans la notion de temps, nous n'aurons jamais une notion réelle de l'accomplissement de cet objectif. Alors, nous le résumons encore. Définissez, mesdames, aujourd'hui vos objectifs. Asseyez-vous, prenez un bout de papier, écrivez vos objectifs SMART et rassurez-vous de les réorienter, de les réajuster au fur et à mesure en fonction de vos difficultés et en fonction de vos réussites. Surtout, n'hésitez pas de célébrer chaque petite étape, chaque petite victoire que vous avez, car cela vous permettra de maintenir le flow et d'atteindre ces objectifs. Dites-nous comment cela est passé pour vous, si vous l'avez déjà utilisé, si vous pensez l'utiliser et comment vous avez réussi à utiliser le SMART Objective dans votre vie personnelle, professionnelle, relationnelle et avec les autres. Hello, Bring the Girls. So during the past month, we discussed in length about the topic of doubt. And during our life, we really focus on how it's important for us as humans to define our objective so that we don't feel stuck. We don't feel like we didn't really evolve with time and we feel like we're not really accomplishing anything. The tool that we're going to share with you today is a tool that we learned ourselves in business school that have been taught to managers, but is also not very much used by people, like individuals like us. As a woman, you really want to make sure that you define yourself objective. That way you can literally know when it is time to adjust or actually balance it out. That tool is called SMART Objective. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. First, the S. Specific means that when you decide your objective, for example, we'll take the case of Bring the Girls, to double our number of queen on the platform, let's take Instagram only. About 3K of you are already following, for example, on Bring the Girl. Let's say we want to match that number in Instagram to move from the 1,500 queen to 3,000 queen. This has to be a specific number of people that we attain, because you don't want to just go randomly and decide that you want to grow your platform without having an idea of the number of people you want to reach out. That will help you go to the second point, which is measurable. Your objective needs to be measurable so you can go back and look against it and see how far you have come and how short you fall through. Let's say, for example, we decide that we are going to get to the 3K by the end of this year on the Instagram platform only. This would help us to break out by month or by days, let's say, how many queens we want to reach out and have a genuine connection with. Make sure that your objective is also attainable. By attainable, we mean based on your capital, based on your resources, human resources, and time. How much do you think that you're able to devote? How much do you think you're going to give to attain that objective? For example, it will be unrealistic, very unrealistic for us to actually sit and decide that we are going to make 30 videos a day, knowing that we have our side job, we have to maintain our career, family, and life balance in general. So you want to make sure that this objective also falls into what is considered attainable for your person. What is considered attainable for my husband, for example, would be something that could not be attainable for me for specific reason, which is my own boundaries and my own setting and my own, way to juggle different priorities. So making sure that your objective is attainable is very a priority as you set your objective. Realistic. Some people, especially what we were saying in French, tend to mix up what is attainable to what is realistic. Those are two different notions. Being attainable means that is actually to your wish. That's something that you can actually make it happen. What is realistic is knowing your resources, making sure that you know your limits. You stay grounded. You know, for example, that I would not be able to double the number of queens on Instagram, but I can do so maybe in 3 years or 4 years from now. So you can have an attainable goal, but that wouldn't be realistic at the day you're talking today. So make sure that you have the difference between what is attainable and what is realistic, because the notion of being realistic is due to your condition and your own limit. Now let's go to the last element, which is T, time, timely. You have to set up time, and we cannot stress it enough. There is no point to set an objective that you wouldn't be able to evaluate within a certain time. You really want to make sure that as you set your objective, you give yourself a time span on which you can come back and review it. Like a yearly review, a monthly review, a 6-month review. Make sure that that objective doesn't stay still and keep evolving with time as you continue to check against. Let us know how you feel about setting your SMART objective in 2022 if you haven't done so yet. If there's something new to you and you want to learn more about it, or you have any question, make sure that you can comment on it. But we really hope that as women, you set those objectives for you as a person, in your personal life, in your relationship, in your professional career, so that you can continue growing. Before we finish, let me remind you that you have to also cherish and really embrace any small win that you're making. It's good to set objectives, but you really also want to continue building on that momentum. So value every single win that you're making on a daily basis, because those are the ones that will matter at the end of the day. So we hope that this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. On reste en contact.
Hello Bring the Girls, bienvenue à votre communauté de femmes fortes qui s'entraident pour un meilleur quotidien par les partages d'expériences.